Haji Dauda, Haji Sendagire, Haji Magala, and everybody here. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Allah for taking us through this holy month of Ramadan. And for everybody who has managed to fast, let us praise Allah for giving us life to enable us perform the Mpaji, what is it in English? The pillar of fasting. I pray that all of us will manage also to fast the 6 days, because they tell us that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if you fast the 30 days or 29 days, and you also fast the 6 days, you are taken as somebody who has fasted for a whole year. So let us endeavor to get that blessing. Dr. Mahmoud, I would like to thank you very much and your team for thinking about children with disabilities. My bodyguard is there. Yesterday I was telling them with my driver that the moment you get a child with a disability in your home and you actually take care to give that child all the support, so that some of the things like mobility challenges, sight challenges, hearing challenges maybe are corrected. You are not only easing your life, but you are also easing the kind of burden, the multitude of burden this child is going to encounter throughout his or her life. I was giving them the example of my mother and my father, that I was not born physically disabled, but I was injected in a nerve, and then I got a disability. But they did all what they could to make me, start moving on crutches. The moment I gained that mobility energy, I could do so many things. First of all, I could go to school, because for a child with physical disability, you can just enter. The moment you get into class, you can do everything any other child can do. So I was able to get into class, although I was challenged, I faced so many challenges of accessibility, but I studied up to university. Doctor, I told you, I did my first degree, was in Bachelor of Science. I was doing mathematics, chemistry, and ecology. And then I wanted to change direction because I could not get jobs in the science sector. Then I went back to university and I did a diploma in law. And then I have just finished like 2-3 years ago, a master's in human rights. Though, meeting so many challenges, but I have endeavored to do that. And I tell you what, I've been a member of parliament. But this time round, when I didn't go back to parliament, I got an opportunity for His Excellency, the President, to appoint me as the chairperson of the Equal Opportunities Commission. But if the requirement for one to be chairperson of the Equal Opportunities Commission was one to have a master's degree. So if I had not got that master's degree, however much the president loved me to work there, I could not. I could not go through the sieve of parliament. I could not be actually interviewed and gone through that. But what message do I want to tell parents? For us as persons with disabilities, we have done a lot to sensitize people about the different types of disabilities, the different challenges children with different disabilities face, the solutions to these challenges, so that any child with a disability can come out as a useful citizen in this country. And I also tell you what, the moment you leave children with disabilities not supported to get their own independence, they are going to continue to consume, for example, social services like education, health, and whatever, but they will not be in that bracket of productive citizens who can even pay taxes to this country. So they are going to remain on the consumptive end, depending on other people, and it will be a burden to the other people who are actually making them survive. So, Doctor and your team, I thank you very much for bringing hope to these children. When they come here, they see some of us, they get hope that one day, one time, they will all be like us. I fought so hard to get the 5 seats in Parliament for persons with disabilities, but now I'm not a member of Parliament. It means somebody else has taken over the position where I was. So as time goes by, these are the children who are going to occupy the seats in Parliament, the seats in local government, councils, and the various seats where we are given affirmative action. One thing I would also like to testify. The first time I went to perform hijab, some time back, that time the ambassador was Haj Katerega. I went to him, we were in Arafah, and I told him that, do you know what I have left in Uganda? A number of children who are born in Muslim families are not given any support by the Muslim community. And what is happening, they are trying to find accommodation in other religions. So they were changing from Islam to other religions. But can you do something as our ambassador to bring some hope, to bring some projects, to support children with disabilities? And now, as I speak, I'm sitting with you, although it is not Haj Katerega, but for you, your team is bringing that hope. So thank you very much. I'm really appreciative. Now, I would like to thank Haji Dauda and his family for donating land to actually construct the center. Dr. Mahmoud and team, I appreciate this initiative, but I would like to work with this team. I want to volunteer my time to work with you, because one thing we are struggling with the entire, the whole world, even in Uganda, we are advocating for inclusive education. We would like children with disabilities to study with non-disabled children. Some of us, for me, I never went to a school only for children with disabilities. I studied in schools like Trinity College, Nabingo, then Makerere University, where it was actually where studying with non-disabled children. So life has been very easy for me, because all these students I studied with, non-disabled students, they see me, they saw my ability. They saw my ability because I never at any one time actually sympathized by myself. Actually at university they were calling me Mukakalukanyi. You see, the Mukakalukanyi, because there's nothing at any one time I said I cannot manage. So when we are conceiving this idea of the center, I would like to request that some of us let us join in to make sure that there is that integration. And if only the school can have, can start from very low level, the early stages, then we also integrate skills training and so on and so forth. One thing, Doctor, I would like to end with, we are heading for a national census. And I've always been telling, especially the Minister of Education, that why don't you go around all the districts of the country and then you count the number of children with disabilities. Categorize them in the different disabilities. Also, look at the education facilities in each of the districts and see whether, the kind of education facilities are actually accommodating all the children with disabilities in that district. But this one is not yet done. So, Dr. and team and myself, can we find a way, at least maybe to start with Kampala district? Maybe we can talk to the administration of Kampala, and we work in the different divisions of Kampala, and we take a census of the children disabilities, at least in the city here, starting with the city. Because there is no way any institution, be it government or any other, which can adequately plan for any population where you don't know the facts and figures pertaining to that population. So I would like to see us actually, getting these census. And also, maybe the other thing I would like to say, you see these children, I have heard that you have children from Ntinda School for the Deaf. Sometimes when somebody hears that a child has deafness, if you are deaf, you are condemned to live with that life, or deafness for life. People don't take caution to check what level of deafness does this child have. Because I give always an example. In our family, we have a child who was born with, multiple complications. The heart was bad, the eyes were bad, the ears were bad. But we tried, all the medication. The heart was operated and started working well. The eyes were operated, they started working well. Then we went to the ears. This child could be termed as well as a profoundly deaf child. But now, with that medical correction, Dr. Mohamud may know, the child now can get some hearing. He has even started pronouncing some words. But the kind of monies we have put in are unbearable. And I've told Mama Janet that the amount of money we have put in this child is almost the budget allocated to special needs education. The entire special needs education department in the Ministry of Education, the kind of budget they have is the kind of money we put to correct the multi-disabilities in one child. So what does this mean to the country? That the country needs to do a lot of understanding of the kind of disabilities the Ugandan children are actually having. And what kind of monies, real monies, have to be put, for example, under special needs education to be able for these children to get some level of education. Doctor, I've been a politician. I can speak on and on and on because these things are actually just in my heart. But let us maybe, like we celebrate Eid al-Fitr for children with disabilities today, let Dr. Mohamud and team, let us take an extra mile, maybe to visit these schools, Ntinda School for the Deaf and others, and we come to understand the deeper concerns of children with disabilities. You remember the other year, we never got a first grade, a single first grade for deaf children. No first grade. So can we do more with that as we prepare to construct our center? Well, I have promised that I can save some time to come to the team which will be actually planning for the construction of the center, to ensure that maybe accessibility is there, to ensure that whatever programs are designed, they are pro the different disabilities. And maybe when we start, I will start with maybe 30 bags of cement. I will bring 30 bags of cement, so that we can start this construction. There's nothing which can stop us from even writing to Mama Janet. One day she may give me an appointment very soon. If we have any write-up, I can take to her. And maybe we seek an appointment with her as our Minister of Education, and we share the concerns of children with disabilities. I thank you for always inviting me to give hope to these children and to be a model to them. I thank Allah for giving us life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Gwe njagala okwebaza kyekumidde ku Salam TV program Obutonde bose Musango nga we nagambye tuli wano Kasozi Ekibuli nga banafa aba Kibuli Muslim Hospital bategese ebikujjuko bya Eid eri abaana bano abaliko obulemu oba balina special needs era nga woolabye mu kitundu ekyasoose twasobodde okuba nga tufuna abantu ne tufuna abaana ne batulaga ate bagenda batulaga biki bye basobola okukola. Mu kaseera kano nina omwami mukwano gwa Kibuli Muslim Hospital agenda batweyanjulira ate atubuulire n'ebisingako. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Amanya nze Hassan Sendagire. I'm a friend of Kibuli Hospital and I advocate for kids with special needs.
Kale, mwami Sendagire Hassan, tutandikire wano. Olunaku olwaleero tulaba nti Kibuli etegese ebikujjuko bino ebya Eid eri abaana bano gwe nga gwe soko otuwe kiki kyokyogerako ku nteekateeka eno.
Neebaza nnyo abakulu abategese omukolo guno okusobola okuleeta abaana bano together. These are different schools, to be able to bring them together and thinking about them ku lunaku nga luno olwa Eid oluli special nti nabo tebeerabiddwa mabega. Kibawa essuubi abaana abo gye balaga mu maaso ate naffe abalala tusobola okuyitamu ne tuyisaawo okusaba obuyambi eri mmwe abo bonna abasobola okutukwatirako ku baana bano abaliko obulemu.
Tutandike ku ky'abazadde era essira we tugenda osinga odditeeka. Abazadde abafuna abaana bwe bati bagufudde tugambe bagufudde muze okuleka abaana bano ebbali obutawa bya njigiriza obutawa bya bulamu n'ebintu ebirala gwe nga gwagezako okulaba nti abaana bano bafuna eddembe lyabwe gw'okyogerako ki?
Ekyo kikulu nnyo abazadde okutwala abaana bano ng'omwana omulala yenna. Amaka agasinga obungi gaddidde abaana bano ne gabakuumira emmanju. Oluusi abagenyi baba babajja tetulabika bulungi, ffe batujjawo ne batuzza emmanju ne batujjayo ng'abagenyi bagenze. Naye kimpa essanyu okulaba nti nno abazadde bano abasobodde okuleeta abaana bano ne babateeka mu masomero ne babayambako. Omwana aliko obulemu tatera kubeera mwangu, mulimu munene nnyo 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 okulabirira omwana aliko obulemu. Nange kamwa kwogera ndi muntu mukulu neerabirira ate nina ne bendabirira. Naye obulema si bwangu, obulema buli expensive. Ate obutamanya mu bantu baffe bwo bungi. Obutamanya mu bantu baffe kyetugezaako okulwanyisa okuwa information abantu nti toli wekka ne tubawa essuubi abazadde nti toli wekka tusobole okulwanira awamu okuza abaana bano nabo bafune chance ate basobole okwerabirira.
Kati gwe nga gwe mukwano gw'eddwaliro lino era abakoze enteekateeka eno, kifaananyi ki ky'oyinza okusiigira abaana bano ne babanga nti nabo bava buto nga bakimanyi ne bekkiririzaamu nabo ne bamanya nti ba mugaso eri eggwanga lino?
Era ekituleeta mu maaso gaabwe kubawa ssuubi okwogerako gye bali ne balaba omuntu alinga bo ng'ate alinako enjawulo. Obawe essuubi nti emirimu osobola okwekolerera ne weebeezaawo. Obulema tekitegeeza nti nno tosobola kukola ki, oba okubeerako obulemu tekitegeeza nti tosobola kwebeerawo banaakulabirira bulabirizi. Kasita mutufaako ne mutuwa fiizi ne mutulabirira, tujja ate naffe kuvaamu abantu abalina omugaso abasobola okwerabirira ate tulabirire n'abalala.
Twogere ku masomero agatandikibwawo agakoze omulimu ogw'amaanyi naye nga wakyaliwo okusoomooza ku masomero nti ebiseera ebisinga nago kapasite yaago ebeera overwhelmed ne baba nga bakyasobola kutuukiriza. Gwe nga gwe kino okiwaako ndowooza ki?
Amasomero ga wano sigamanyiiko kinene nnyo. Nze nasomera Canada mu Alberta, naye nga buli omuntu eri aweebwa omukisa n'alwanyisa oba n'ayolesa ekitone ekyo kyasobola. Nze nasoma kompyuta era ze nkola maze ebbanga nga nange mwenzija ekyokulya. Kale bano bannange simanyi nnyo masomero gali wano ge bagendamu, naye gendabyeko amatonotono. Waliwo eriri e Mengo School for the Disabled. Bagezaako nga bwe basobola, naye challenges zempitirivu mu masomero gano.
Era tutandikira awo ku challenges. Nkimanyi olina different picture from where you stay ne wano. Gw'olaba wano ddala omulamwa guvaayo okulaba nti abaana bano bayambibwako mu byensoma.
Ndabye examples, nina abaana bendabye abayise mu masomero gano ne batuuka ku university nga baliko obulemu. Ekitegeeza nti amasomero gaffe gagezaako, naye nga challenges ze nnyingi. Biyigo, access, abasomesa okutegeera abaana bano n'abazadde okutegeera abaana bano, challenges nnyingi. Naye nga bwe tugenda nga tusomesa tulowooza nti nno tuli ku mulamwa gwennyini tujja kutuuka gye tulaga.
Wabanga waliwo omukisa, because bwe tuba nti tufuna abantu nga mmwe ne mufissa akadde off your schedule ne muba nga ate mujjako mu nsi nga Uganda developinga, wayinza obbaawo chance okuba nti otuukirirwa n'oba ng'osharinga amagezi ne views engeri y'okuba nti abaana bano balabirwamu oba batekingibwa care.
Era eyo yemu ku nsonga lwaki ndi ku Kibuli Hospital, nti wendaba nga waliwo kagaapu akabulawo nga basobola okuimprovinga. Nebaza nnyo Dr. Muhammad, Kibuli Hospital, Head Kibuli Hospital, akoze ekisoboka okulaba nga ensonga eno agiggusa ng'agireeta ku front. Afuddeyo nnyo ku baana abaliko obulemu, abakuŋŋaanya wano buli Yidi, era agezaako nga bw'asobola okubanoonyeza obuyambi. Kale singa tufuna abantu abalinga ono nti ensonga yaffe eno ne tugiteeka ku forefront, we are very hopeful gye tulaga tulabayo.
Okay. Nga twogera ku bisoomooza byo biba bingi, but ebiseera ebisinga waliwo ebisoomooza by'osobola okugamba nti bino ate just biba bisobola okukwatibwako. Gwe nga gwe bisoomooza ki by'olaba nti at least bwe biba bifuubiriddwako bisobola okuba nga ate bivaawo?
Namba emu, access kuffe abakozesa wheelchair, abakozesa crutches oba abakozesa emiggo. Access ku washrooms nzibu nnyo. Tiweesanga omwana aliko obulemu kakati nganze, omuntu aliko obulemu kakati nganze, you need a special washroom. Ebiyigo bye twetaaga bya njawulo, naye nga bamanyi ebiyigo byaffe n'obuyonjo bwabyo, oluusi ensonga eyinza n'okulemesa omwana okusoma, kubanga atuuka ate nga talina wajja kweyamba, talina wajja kufuluma. Bano baana baffe, naye ensonga eno tefiiriddwako nnyo. Latrina abaana bano abamu tebazisobola. Kale bye bimu ku bihamparinga omwana okusoma. Access oluusi osanga ekibiina ne bwe ziba step 3 for wheelchair oba olabanga kalina nti kati I have to have access to a class okusobola okugjayo knowledge. Ekibiina bwe mbanga sirina ate bwe nkituukamu ate kimbeerera kizibu okukola ki nange okusoma. Kale obuntu obumu nti bwe tuba tuzimba oluusi ne twaccommodatinga ramp eyinza okuyambako omwana okusobola okutuuka mu kibiina. Ebiyigo nga bino oluusi ne tuteekamu ebiri access ebisobola okuyingiramu wheelchair. Latrine zaffe ezisinga bw'ozitunuulira size ne wheelchair tesobola kuyingiramu. Kale omwana ono yakola atya ng'atuuse? Ayaga privacy ate tasobola gifuna mu kiyigo ekimuteereddwawo kubanga tasobola kuyingira. Oluusi mpa amagezi mu areas nga bwe zityo, osanga awamu nali ntuuseeko ku Entebbe airport nga ngenda okufuluma nga balina stalls eziwere 15 mu departures, naye nga nze tewali n'emu wheelchair esobola kuyingiramu. Ziri zonna temuli muntu, kyokka nze sirina we nsobola kuyingira kubanga baazimba butono nnyo nga bungi nnyo. Just improving ne baddira kamu buli 13 ne babuleka nga bwo buliki nga butono ne baddirayo akamu ne bakakola nga kali accessible kikola enjawulo.
Ndowooza batuwe ku bugambo obusembayo naddala eri bannayuganda abatwala ku Salaam TV naddala abo abantu abalina special needs okuba nti nabo bekkiririzaamu.
Nsaba okwebaza ennyo Salaam TV omukisa guno ogwetuwadde okubanga naffe ensonga zaffe etukkiriza okuziyisaawo tuzituuse ate ku bantu baffe. Kye naalikubiriza abazadde nti obulema tekitegeeza nti kintu kiswaza nti mweyina kutukweka mu background, mutuwe omukisa, tujja kusoma amagezi tugalina, tujja kusoma, tujja kukola, tujja kwebeezaawo. Ebiseera ebisinga ffe oluusi ffe tusembebwayo okuweebwa fiizi basooka bali bwe ziba nga ntonotono ffe oluusi ne tutaweebwa mukisa ogwo, naye naffe tusaba abazadde mutuwe omukisa ogwo muteeke ku forefront nti naffe okusoma kwe kujja okutufuula abasobola okwerabirira.
Amiina, tweyanzeege Mwami Hassan era tukwebaza olwakadde k'otuwadde n'amagezi g'otuwadde gw'omulabe waffe owa Salaam TV. Njagala okwebaza nti weebale nnyo weebalire ddala okubanga obadde ogoberera okuva gye twatandikidde ate paka wano we tuli. Tusinkane omulundi oguddako inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.